I've known some of you I've been here for 3 years now. I've seen people starting to get too comfortable. I see people get sucked into the Christian subculture. Just like, you start going to church every Wednesday, and then, you get, then maybe you start going to an FCA or CBS. And you're here every time the door opens, every time we do an event, you're here. You start getting sucked into this, you start getting into Lazy Boy, and you start saying, man, this is pretty good stuff. You start just kicking back, taking it all in. You're going to camp, you're going to Disciple Now. You're just getting fat. Just pouring it all in, like that video showed. You come here on Wednesday night. We love you here on Wednesday night. You're going to Sunday school, going to Bible life groups. You're going to worship. You're going to Sunday night worship. Going to Access. You're going to everything. You're soaking it all in. You're getting really comfortable. But the problem is you forget to exercise. You start taking it all in. And that's great. We want you to be filled up. We want you to take the bread. We want you to be, to get off the milk and get on the meat. But sometimes we get put in this lazy boy and we get really comfortable. And whenever a visitor comes in our Bible life groups, we just sit there and kick back with all our other friends that are in recliners. And we're just chilling. Hey, Jeff, good week. Yeah, man, I did this weekend. I went to the movies this weekend. Hey, there's a new guy. I don't know his name. But we did this weekend, and we did that this weekend. And we're going here next week. Where are we going to eat after this? What's that guy's name over there? I don't know, but we're going to eat after him. So we start doing that. We get really comfortable, even coming to church. And we forget to exercise our faith. James 2:20 says, faith without works is dead. And so, before long, we're going to be like Eutychus, where we get really comfortable in our walk. We kick back and we're just stretched out and enjoying worship, enjoying hanging out with our friends at church. And these are all great things. I don't want to being comfortable, being peaceful. That being in Christ is peaceful. There's a peace about that nobody has outside of Christ. We have that peace, and that should be comfortable. The Christian life is great. God is always there to comfort us. So there is a certain point to where the Christian life is comfortable. But we got to watch ourselves before we kick back and lean back, and we become like Eutychus. And we find that just perfect spot where we're kicked back, and we start to doze off a little bit. We start to fall asleep. And before long, we're gone. And I've seen people, even in this church, fall asleep. And what I think that is in our spiritual life is, it's very easy. Falling asleep is not something that happens, just right off the bat. You have to get really comfortable. But, it starts with maybe, I've got a lot of homework, so I'm gonna miss this Wednesday night. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I got to get ready for next week, so I'm not going to go this Sunday night. I go to CBS on Monday or Tuesday nights, so I don't really need to go on Wednesday nights. I've got sports. I got volleyball practice or basketball or band. I just don't have time. And if I did, I've really got to study. And so I'm going to skip tonight. I'm going to study. But it's just one night. Not a big deal. But then you start missing one. Then before long, it gets a little easier to maybe miss Sunday night. And then you're studying so much and you're practicing so much that you're tired when you get home. So therefore, you got to study a little more. So, I'm just going to skip my quiet time tonight and I'm going to pick it up in the morning. You ever done that? You ever been there? So, hey, I'm going to pick my quiet time up in the morning. Just going to go to sleep tonight because I'm wiped out. Where in actual reality, you probably spent too much time talking to your friends or something. Therefore, you're pushed back studying. So you skip your quiet time. You wake up in the morning. You're up late. So therefore, you skip your quiet time. You're like, I'm going to do 2 of them tonight. I'm going to do twice the amount tonight. But then your day starts over again. You get busy again, and all of a sudden, You don't have it. Well, it's one day, it's 2 days I've missed it. Not a big deal. I'll catch up later this week. Weekend rolls around. My friends are doing something. One Sunday at church isn't going to kill anybody. Missing. I'm just going to go out to the lake, go have a good time. So you skip church one Sunday. Then you start skipping another Sunday. Then you get tired, you sleep in the Bible life groups. Before long, you haven't been to Bible life groups in 6 weeks. Then all of a sudden, you miss your friends. Maybe CJ, he's too old and doesn't relate to you anymore on Wednesday nights. Maybe I sing too many, the same songs, and I just sing really terrible. And so, it's just not relating to me anymore. So you start staying home more and more and more. And then you bail out your quiet time more and more. You start getting really comfortable with that. Before long, you fall asleep. Before long, you're not getting fed at all. Getting really comfortable. You found that position where your head is on your hand, and you're gone. Everything that was feeding you before is now gone. I've seen kids like that in our student ministry, and it breaks my heart. So what I want for you to take home tonight is, are you getting too comfortable? What are you doing? We are supposed to, as Christians, what is a Christian? We are supposed to serve people. What are you doing in your schools? What are you doing as you drive by? Are you helping people? Christ came to serve people. He came to save us. He came as a servant, as Philippians 3 says. He served us even till death on the cross. So what are you doing to serve people? How are you exercising your faith? The praise band, this is their last week to play. And I've been here 3 years now. I know Jade and Ben have been with me the whole time. And Preston's been here 2.5 years, I guess. Josh and Michael, 2 years. A lot of people love to play music. Music's a passion of mine. But what they don't see is just about every Sunday, we're up here from 2 to 4 o'clock, or 3 to about 4:30, I guess, practicing. And then every Wednesday night that we play, they get here at 5:30, and they practice. And then they tear down all the equipment after we're done, as y'all are all going home. They're tearing down the equipment. So they're putting 5 and 6 hours a week into doing this up here. And 5 and 6 hours a week, times however many weeks they've done it, it's a lot of hours. Find a way that you can serve. We got tons of stuff in the student ministry to do. Aaron Campbell has found, these guys back there, they found a niche where they like running the media stuff. I know CJ, I don't want to say too much about it because he probably doesn't want me to say anything, but he's taking some guys and mowing yards during the week. Some old ladies' yards that can't do it anymore. Man, there's tons of stuff like that going on. Find a place to serve and exercise your faith. Because if you don't, you're just going to get really fat like that, like the video show. You become a fat Christian, you're soaking it all in. Before long, you'll get way too comfortable. And then your spiritual life will start dying. Because you're not doing anything. And what did he say? James 2:20 says, faith without works is what? Faith without works is useless. Are you getting too comfortable in your walk? What are you doing?